Hello everyone. Welcome back to the ABHIGYA Salesforce real-time scenario series. Today we are going to discuss to the another real-time scenario on the flows. So actually in the recent updates, Salesforce introduced by the inline edit and sorting to the data into the data table. So in the flows, they are introduced to the inline edit and sorting the data into the data table. So how we are going to utilize to this feature, we can see this step by step. So here we have the couple of steps we are going to implement into the flows. So first step is we are going to use it to the fetch records. So this whole scenario we are going to implement onto the screen flows. In the screen flows, we are going to display the list of the records. Okay, so first we need to fetch it by the records from the database, and those records we are going to add into the screen. Okay, with the help of the data table. And third step, we can give it to the inline edit and sorting to the which fields we want to inline edit, which fields we want to sorting. Okay, both have the different. Inline edit is the different, sorting is the different. So which fields you want to give it to the inline edit, we can give it to that specific field solely the inline edit, and which fields we want to sorting, that field solely we can give it to the sorting option. And we can save to the records. So which records we are going to inline edit, right? Those records we have to the save the edited records only, not for the all the records. Okay, after that we have to update it, means save or updated to the records to the database. Finally, we need to display or reload to the updated information as well, right? So again, redirecting to the step one. After step 5, again, we can redirect to the step 1 refresh or reload to the data table. Why? Because means we have the updated records information we need to display into the table. So let's see how we are going to implement this scenario step by step. So let's come to the my Salesforce org. So now come to the here, go to the setup. I'm going to the flows. So here is the we are going to get it by the all the we have the sales order records. Okay. So we have sales products records. This is the one of the my custom object. In this, we can get it by the all the sales products information. Okay. So same like here we are going to display in the data table. We are going to modify the quantity. Same like inline edit. I'm going to give it by the quantity. Inline edit naming is the sorting. I'm going to give it. Okay. So we are going to modify instead of the 120, we are going to change it to the 130 or like 80, whatever the we have to go into update. Okay. So this is the inline edit and sorting we are going to implement onto the screen flows. Okay. So you can choose by any object. This is the custom object. Mostly in the real time, we are working on the custom objects, right? That's why I'm taking by the sales product object. If you want to take it by the opportunity or contact or case object, anyone. Okay. So come to the flows. So click on to the flows. So step one, click on new flow. So here I'm going to choose it by the screen flow. Why? Because means in the screen flow, we are going to display the data. Okay. Click on to the here. Initially, we need to get it by the record step one, right? So get records. So get sales product records. This is the my naming conversion. Here I'm going to select by the my custom object sales product object. This is the custom object. So here I'm going to get it by all the records. There is no any filter conditions. That's why here I'm not going to choose to the any filter criteria. And here I need to fetch it by all the records, right? Here I'm choosing to the all the records, all the records. Then only we can get it by the all the records from the database. Okay. So now next step is the here. So no criteria here. Get the all the records. I'm selecting to this one. Okay. Yeah. Now here screen flow. So display sales products. This is the my screen name. Here I'm going to choose to the data table. So data table name is the sales product data table. So here label name is the sales products. This is the label name I'm giving to the here. Use this label here appear by the label. And next is the here we are going to configure to the rows, which rows we want to display. So here multiple or singular view only, we are going to select by the multiple only. Okay. Or singular view only, your wish. You can take it by the anything. So now come to the columns. Here we are going to calls by the here. Sorry. Here we can select by the source of the collection. Then only display, right? This is the, we have the source. We are getting the records from the database here, right? Here I'm selecting. Now columns is the product name. So here is the, we have the option newly introduced by the Salesforce, which field you want to the sort or edit the values, sort or edit the values. Now I'm going to give it by the here only sorting by the name field. We are not going to inline edit to the name field. Only given to the sorting option. If you want to both, we can give it by both here, or only one, we can give it by the any one also be the fine. Okay, I'm going to give it by the only sort to the product name. Next is the here, I'm going to select by the brand. So brand, I'm not going to the either sorting or edit this one. Okay, I'm not giving to the anything to the here. If you want to sorting, you can select by the sorting is fine. I'm giving the this one also by the sorting brand also. Now quantity. Here I'm going to give it by the edit option. I'm going to only modify the quantity only. Okay, I'm not going to modify the product name and the brand. Only I'm going to inline edit to the edit. So, okay, this is the, I'm going to select to the here edit column. And one more column is the price. So these four columns I'm added here. I'm not giving by the sorting and the edit option, anything here. Okay, click on to the done. So now I'm adding by the here product name, brand, quantity, price. So product name and brand I given to the here sorting option. Quantity is the I'm given to the inline edit. Price I'm not given to the any option. Inline edit or sorting option I'm not given. Okay, which fields information you want to sorting, which fields you want to the modify, means inline edit option you can select by the in that particular field only. So here once you click on that particular field here showing to these options. Okay, so now after that I don't want to the header, so I'm going to remove by the header, show header, and here footer. So footer also just we can give to the save option. Okay, so here previous button I'm going to hide, previous button, pause button also I'm hiding, and save button I'm going to give it by the custom one. Just I'm going to give it by the save here. Okay, this is the save or update our wish. Okay, click on to the done. These are all the options I'm given. Okay, let me save up to here. Sales products inline edit and sorting feature. Okay, this is the one newly introduced feature na sorting feature. Click on save. So here we have to get it by the records and we display the data. After inline edit, Okay, so we can update it by those records. Before that, we can run this. We can check it how it is works. So this is the inline edit. See here, we have get it by the pen symbol, but this is we are not getting by the pen symbol or pencil symbol. Why? Because means we are not given to the inline edit. Only sorting now. If you click onto this sorting, see here, sorting option will be the populated. Here also, if you want, you can sorting. Okay. And this is we are not given the any option either sorting or inline edit. This is not getting by the any. This is we are getting by the edit symbol, pen symbol. See here now you can able to modify the here. Let's conform to the here, conform to the here. It is the conform by the data. Finally, we click on to the save. Then it will be the save to the data to the database. Okay, we need to save it, right? That functionality we need to implement. So after inline edit is done, we need to edit the records. So here, that's why here we have to the loop the records. Which records is the inline edit? We don't know, right? That is the here we are going to hold it by the inline edit records. So here loop the sales product records collection. So display sales product edit rows, edit rows. Or I think so directly we can update option also. Let me check update. Edited records directly we can do it. No need for the loop. So here update edited sales product records. Okay, now we are going to update it by the here by the which records is the edited that records. Okay. Then finally after updated we need to refresh to the screen flow, right? So that's why here after this we can connecting to the here. Let me re-click. So connecting to the here. So connection is the successful. Okay. After connecting to the again come to the here updated the records is the get by the database and displayed by the latest information. Okay, let's save and we can activate this. So we are going to add it by the into the in the my flows application. Okay. So let's come to the here app builder, lightning app builder. I'm going to take it by the one tab, lightning app builder, click on to the new. So app page, next, sales products, inline edit and sort. Okay. So we are going to take it by the one region, click on done. Now here come to the flows. We can drag and drop to the here flows. So here I'm going to select by the our flow. sales product, inline edit and sorting. Click on to the save, click on to the activate. I'm going to give it by the my flows. This is the separate application I am taken. Okay. Application nothing but the my app page, app builder page. Okay. Sorry, app manager. So back to the here. At present, it's not appear by the here tab. Now I'm going to refresh by the tab. Sorry, page. So here on the loading of the page, it is displayed by the our details. It's loading, it's displayed by the 4 records of the sales order. Now I'm going to here sorting. Initially H is showing D like this. Now I'm sorting, it is sorted by the data. Okay, now here quantity, we have the inline edit option. That's what is showing to the pencil symbol. Here also you have to observe it's not showing to the any pencil. Why? Because we are not given to the inline edit. Now I'm going to change it to the instead of the 100, 120, and here 110. I'm going to change it to the 160. So 2 records is there. I updated these 2 records, 120 and 160, Dell and Lenovo details. Now, once I click on to the save, these records will be the updated into the database and automatically displayed by latest data to the here. Let's save. See here 120 and I think 160 here. It is the populated Lenovo, right? 160 and this is the 120. On the load of the page, we are not given with any sorting, right? Automatically displayed by the data own format. Now here you have to refresh. See here 120 and 160. We have the updated these 2 information. So here we have to change it by the 210. Confirm. After click onto the save, at present showing to the this modified color. After click onto the save, it is the reloaded, means reloaded by the latest information. See here 210. If you not given by the here connection, means here it is not given by the connection. Okay, reloaded connection, it will not be the show. Again, you need to refresh by the page your own self. You can reload, then only displayed by the latest information until it is not displayed. Okay, if you not reloaded by until it's not displayed. If you give it by like this connection, it is automatically reloaded and displayed by the latest information. Why? Because again, it is getting to the latest data from the database and modify the information and display to the here. Okay. I hope it's clear how it was implemented, and I hope it's clear how to we can give it by the inline edit. Okay. So let me close this inline edit table, refresh by the page once. So in the data table, we are giving to the fields, sorting and inline edit columns. Okay. Which fields you want to sorting, that fields only you are giving by the sorting. Which fields you want to edit, that fields we are going to give it by the edit. So this is the newly introduced by the future. Okay. In Salesforce flows, newly introduced by the this feature. Okay, I hope it's clear how it was the implemented and how to utilize to the sorting and inline edit feature for the flows. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios. Thank you.